Alright, so this is the Mother Flocker electronic music project. So the main idea here is that we have a three-dimensional environment that our music birds can exist in. And we can interact with these birds in various different ways through use of this 3D controller we rigged up here. So of course we can move in all three dimensions: up, down, forward, backward, left, right, and the motions of your hand on this controller are translated into the universe of the birds, and in this way we can interact with them. So there's a little control panel we built that allows us to spawn different types of birds, apply effects to them, and the birds themselves create MIDI signals which we then pump into Reason, into various synthesizers and drum machines. So I'm going to show a couple features here. The so-called hand, if you will, has various different settings you can apply to it. We're going to say that we want to attract these birds. So you can see we have a little contingent of birds following us. We can lock them into place by adding a so-called attractor, and the attractor will cause them to kind of stay in one general area. So we'll collect a couple more birds, and let's bring these guys up high here. We'll add an attractor, and now they hang out up there. We can also spawn some more birds on this synthesizer, and they'll just kind of float around. The other thing we have are these so-called effectoids, larger birds, and it's the position and velocity of this larger bird that controls effects. So we can kind of let it bounce around randomly, and its position will modify the sound coming out of the synthesizer, or we can actually attract the bird to our hand, and it will follow us around. So with this effectoid, we can apply modulation by going left to right. A low-pass filter is applied depending on its position top to bottom. And then dynamics, or volume, is controlled by its position forward to back. So as we draw it away from the screen, the sound gets quieter. As we draw it towards the front of the screen, sound gets louder. And then of course we can also let the effectoid just kind of wander around as it may. So we'll spin up a couple more species of birds, 2 more synthesizers, get some drum machine going. So now we have a lot of birds. You can see these 2 effectoids, sliders on the synthesizers are controlled by these guys. And that is the mother flocker.